Hi, I'm John. This is my channel. Here at Woodridge Creek, we are primarily a homestead. And as being first-time homesteaders, we need a lot of tools and toys to facilitate all the homesteading business, whether it's a tractor or a chainsaw or wood chippers or generators. And all of those things need a lot of research before you purchase them because they're very expensive. And after purchasing things, I like to make YouTube reviews of these items that we use around the house. So if this is your first time here, welcome. That was my introduction. And before we get started, two things. One, this is completely unsponsored, just like all the other reviews on this channel. This is purely my opinion and my data and the things that happen to me. And second, I grew up in New York, and inevitably, as I speak, while I know the name of the company is DJI, my accent gets in the way and sometimes it sounds like DJI. Believe me, I'm fully aware, especially if I get more excited. It's coming out as DJI. My experience with the DJI mics has been nothing short of atrocious in the last 3 weeks. I don't think I've experienced such disappointment with a product or a company as I have with these stupid things, so much so that I had to turn the camera on and let other people know about what was going on. So, as a backstory, I purchased these in December of 2022. As we're filming this now, it's October of 2023, so they're not even a year old. Like everything else I've done on this channel, I did a bunch of research and felt that the DJI was the best bang for your buck as far as mics go for creating YouTube. I'm not splitting the atom. We're not creating Hollywood-esque movies. I'm cutting trees down. I'm filming my tractor. So I originally started with a regular $80 set of Comico wireless transmitters with wired lav mics, and I quickly found that this is a safety hazard. When things are falling and you gotta run away or you're getting up and down and out of tractors, I'd get it caught no matter how much I tucked it or stuck it in my pocket. I would inevitably rip it off. So I said I needed to get into the wireless game. And I don't know if I'm the only one that has this opinion, but the Rode mic with the big VCR-sized microphone that we see on all of our favorite creators' shirts, it was distracting to me. People clip it on their hats, it's like hanging over it. I said no, I didn't want that. The small form factor of the DJI hit me right where it needed to be. It's small, it's inobtrusive. Yeah, you can see the logo. They're not paying me to advertise for it, but it was small enough. It was fine. I also love the fact that the screen was front-facing. So if there was any issues, in the industry we call that foreshadowing, we could see it right here on the screen if I was not recording anymore or I had taken the wrong one out and I wasn't recording for whatever reason. I also liked that the transmitter, when it lost connection, vibrated. There's lots of noises out there. So it would vibrate against me and I would know, hey, something screwed up, go double check it. And I do have to say that they performed flawlessly for about 9 months. All the pros that I just listed off were exactly what I was looking for. Small case, fit right in your pocket, charging case. I mean, I was super duper happy with this mic setup. And then a couple weeks ago, I was editing a video and it was ruined because of bad audio. Let me show you. If I was sweating like this shoveling snow, it would be understandably. And then in concert with that happening, I noticed the microphone, one of the microphones, the one that I was using in that clip, it wouldn't respond. The power button wouldn't respond anymore. It would just stay on and it wouldn't turn off. I couldn't get any response to it. All right, well, like anything else, you got another one. So just switch it over. I put it back in the charging case. I said, I'll get to it when I'm all cleaned up. Subsequently, the thing never turned off. It only turns off when it dies. It kills the whole charger, the whole charging base. It kills everything. It never turns off. So I'm within 1 year of warranty. I send the whole thing back to DJI like a regular person would. Hey, it's under warranty. Even if I bumped it or something happened, maybe there's a wood chip in there or something, sell me another one. All right, fine, no harm, no foul. This is where my relationship with DJI has been irreparably sullied. So as you can see here, I received a quote back from DJI to replace the charging case, 2 transmitters, and the receiver main board, plus a repair fee. Now, to just go over real quick, only one transmitter had an issue. I actually finished out that video that I showed you the clip from with, let's call it, transmitter too, and it was not an issue. It worked perfectly fine. So you can imagine my surprise when I receive a estimate to essentially replace the whole thing for $238. Now I go and open up the service progress detail, the more detailed portion of the quote where there's pictures, and this is where my infuriation started. Is infuriation a word? I think so. I'm going to keep that in. If you see here on the pictures, a man in a blue glove is showing me pictures of, I guess, dirt? There's some dirt in there. If you notice down here in the corner, the green light is on because it never turns off. Once you charge it, it would never turn off. I guess a blurry picture of something. Not really sure what that is. Here's the transmitter that worked absolutely fine before I sent it into them, with another random picture with a red arrow to something. Here's why my whole entire charging case needed to be replaced, because there's a blurry picture of dirt on it. And each one of them says transmitter main board corroded and molded. And that's pretty much what they said on every single one of the pictures. So now let's compare that to the actual items themselves. This one is the one that I never used. It was the backup. You can tell the plastic is still on it. I never really used this one. Of course, there's little scratches on the magnet here, but otherwise, I don't see main board molded. Maybe some dust, okay. But this one worked fine. There was no issue with this one. There's no reason why this one needed to have its board replaced. I mean, it still has the plastic on it. This is the problem child. Now you can see significantly more scratches, but this is on the inside of my shirt or hooked onto my infamous suspenders. So there's going to be some scratches on here. Not a whole lot of real visible damage. They've never been dropped or any. I think the whole point with sending them back was to, all right, get me for a service fee, sell me another transmitter, because everything else worked fine. Everything else worked fine. Again, where's mold? Where's their mold? You see mold on here? I don't see anything wrong with it. It performed perfectly fine. How about the inside of the case? The inside of the case. That little piece of dust down there, that's what they were calling mold, and the whole thing needed to be replaced. And after receiving these pictures, I was real aggravated. I don't know why I received a quote to replace the whole village when only one of the transmitters was broken. Now, I think it's more of a systemic issue as far as their customer service, their technical support, their repair service, whatever you want to call it. If you go on their website and look for technical service in regards to the mic, you're not going to find it. It's not on there. They're not set up to take this back. It's drones and lost drone services or flyaway service. They're not even set up to take this. I had to call, which is fine. And then they started playing ball as far as doing a warranty service, which this wasn't a warranty service. From what I was able to glean is their warranty or their repair service is to just make you buy a whole new one for $60 less than what you can buy a brand new one for. That's not very good technical service. It's not very good customer service. Because of course I followed up and said, I think you guys missed the mark here. I just need one. And they told me it wouldn't pass their quality assurance tests, whatever that means. So I went ahead and I said, you know what? I still got one good working one. Just send it back to me. I'll pay the service fee. They said, nah, don't worry about it. We really didn't do anything. So I said, all right, just send it back to me. And I began filming with the other mic, the one with the plastic still on it, the one that was rarely used and acted as a backup. And I was filming a video yesterday, and this is how it came out. And it will naturally bring the and now you can see no bumps, no water, no nothing. I'm in the middle of talking and it just died. Now, did that second one die because they took it apart and they fiddled with it? They told me it was molded. It was working fine when I sent it to you. I don't think I've ever been so mad at a company ever. I can't put into words how disappointed I am that I sent out that was 66% working and now it's 0% working. Here's the quandary that I'm in. The new Rode Wireless Mic Pro, which is supposed to fix all the shortcomings that were with the Wireless Go Pro 2 or Go 2, just came out. They're very hard to get. However, it didn't do the things that this did. There's no frontward facing screen. When that initially came out and I wasn't having issues, I said, I'm not going to upgrade. I like these. It answered all the problems that I had when I first bought it 10 months ago. But unfortunately, I now have a $300 paperweight. And I don't want to go with the Rode. And what am I supposed to do? Buy this again and roll the dice? I don't want the Rode. They're still too big. The screen doesn't face me. I only shoot by myself. So the fact that this one had a front-facing screen and I could see when it failed was a benefit. There's nothing else on the market like these, except they're pieces of junk. So what am I to do? Leave a comment. Let me know. Do you have a different experience with these? Is your experience similar? Because I went over some of the reviews this afternoon, and some of the one-star reviews said they worked fine until they didn't. And that's where I'm at. They worked great. The form and function is perfect. When they worked, they were outstanding. I never had an issue. They never lost connection. The sound quality was fine. If it wasn't, it was my fault, not the machine's. A bad painter blames his brushes, and I can't do that. These worked flawlessly until they didn't. And then DJI broke the second one that worked fine, and now it doesn't work. And perhaps I'll play devil's advocate and I'll say, maybe they didn't break it. That's a hell of a coincidence that these things are made to break and only be fixed for $290 after 10 months. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't think I'm going to buy these again, but I also don't want the Rode system. It's too big. Doesn't hit the check marks. It doesn't fulfill the needs that I needed when I bought these. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.